Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, We Want More, back in the building. Anyway, y'all, I know y'all missed me. It's been a while, since I've been on the camera and like recording stuff, but I figured, since before I left, I was in the sneaker world. I figured why not give you guys a top 10, sneakers is in rotation right now, considering spring and summertime is like up and rolling. Now, I do have two disclaimers. Number one, I have not bought a lot of sneakers since I made my last full sneaker collection. Adult life, you gotta have your priorities in different orders, and so sneakers has not been my main priority. That's not to say I haven't bought any since then. There are like a few, especially in this video alone, that has like a couple of new ones that you guys have not seen. However, for the most part, you might see some old sneakers that I've had like for years now, that are still in rotation, believably. All right, second disclaimer, and I know the community is gonna come after me. Listen, man, it is what it is. I was once on one side, but now I'm kind of on the other. I'm leaning towards the other, at least for the most part. There are two dupes in here. There's two sneakers that are not authentic. However, they look very similar to the original pair 1 and 2. I just became a firm believer that I'm not paying $1,000+ for a shoe anymore. I think resellers have terrorized the game in a negative effect. It almost makes like the shoes that you actually want unaccessible, at least for the middle class or people like me who have bills and other responsibilities to go through. So for me, it was shoes that I really wanted, but I wasn't paying like a high price for. And so, excuse the dupes. If you're a sneakerhead who's just believes in no dupes at all and you just want the real thing every single time, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I was once that guy too. But if you are like me, who you got bills and you still not getting paid on YouTube like that, hey, it is what it is. That's just to warn you guys, and I don't want to come off fake or try to push off the real thing when it's not actually real. So I'll let you guys know which ones it is, but for the most part, we got some dupes in here. All right, cool. Starting off with number 10, we got one of my favorites is my Air Max 97s. These are the Olympic blues. I think it's called Olympic blues, but obviously got that blue color, with a splash, especially on the tongue. A little gold, a little red, a little green, black, yellow, and blue to represent the Olympics. Now, the reason it made it to the top 10, which is ironic because I don't think it's ever made it into a top before, but the more I had these shoes, the more comfortable they are. I think Air Max 97s is just one of those classic silhouettes that you just can't go wrong off of. I don't wear it too much, which is why it's number 10 out of the top 10. However, it's one of those standout colors that I really could just wear with anything, whether it's gray sweatsuits, black. It feels like a chill day. If I decided I want to go for a run, probably not number one option, but it's still there. It's just very versatile of a sneaker that I just have with me currently. So definitely top 10 for sure. But this is number 10 for me. All right, number 9, we got my pine green ones. Y'all know the story if you've been on this channel before, but pretty much these are the first Air Jordan ones that I've ever gotten. I've been wanting Air Jordan ones since I was in middle school, and obviously, we've heard the story a million times. Parents who can't afford, the premium shoes, and so I waited, got them in college, and surprisingly, it's been 5 years now with these shoes, and they don't look brand new anymore. Obviously, you could tell these, they don't look brand new anymore. You could tell these are worn, but the fact that I've had it for this long and they still stand on its own 2 feet, no pun intended, but these still look somewhat clean, and I honestly could pull them off. It just needs a little touch up or a little cleaning, but for the most part, Air Jordan 1s is just one of those sneakers that no matter how dirty it gets, it still tells its own story, and that for me is cool. And these will always be there just because they're my first pair, so why not? Number 8, I'm gonna go with a brand new shoe that I bought that you guys haven't seen before, but I'm gonna go with the LeBron 20s. These right here, for me, I mostly wear this for the gym and basketball, mainly because it's a basketball shoe, but also I just never had a pair of LeBrons before, and if you guys don't know, I'm a huge advocate of a LeBron James fan. That's my guy, that's my dog, and so I have his jerseys. I watch most of his games, I've seen him in person, but I just never had a shoe, and I felt like the 20s was just a different move for LeBron. He's usually into high tops, starting from the Zoom generations all the way up to the 18, 19, and so this was the first pair I bought of his, and to be honest with you, They're a little snug, they're a little tight, but you know, for the most part, I get a lot of work done in these, and I wear these more often than most of the shoes that I'm about to show. So, but for me, it's number 8 because it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's clean. It's a different kind of colorway that you would normally expect. But for me, they cold. Like, they cold for real. All right, number 7. I'm gonna have to go with the 4s, the fire reds, the retros. These to me are like so clean. Honestly, I keep looking at these and I'm solely convinced that Nike, when I won this on the sneakers app, they sent me like a bad pair because they got like this mark on the front that I know I didn't put on it. But yeah, these are cold. These are very simple, very versatile as well. You can match them with almost anything, just black, white, and red. But these are one of my favorite 4s. I have like 3 or 4 pairs of 4s since, again, if you've been on the channel before, you know that 1s, 4s, and 11s are my favorite silhouettes of all time. These to me might be my favorite. I think just the simpleness, but it's just so effective. It's a retro, and it just, you know what I'm saying, it just stands out. Like, if I got them on, you know I got them on. You know what I mean? It's just one of those shoes that doesn't have to do too much to stand out. So definitely clean, and definitely number 7 on the list. So all right, number 6, we got a shoe that is a classic, and it was actually purchased. I actually didn't purchase it. My girl, who knows that I'm a sneakerhead, purchased it for me a couple Christmases ago. And to be honest with you, I have only wore it like 3-4 times, but every time I wore it, it just felt like my childhood coming back to me. We got the cool gray 11s. These sneakers are super cold, like, you know what I'm saying? It's so fascinating to me how like 2 colors, well, 1 color, but it's like 2 different shades could make that much of a hit. These to me are cold, man. Like, when the original pair came out when I was in middle school or high school, it was like you gotta have it. It was almost like on a Space Jam level, even though it's not Space Jam level, but to me, those are sick, dog. Like, and the fact that I finally got them in my hands, it's like, I don't want to mess it up, you know what I mean? So I do have them. I have worn them a couple times, but you know, I will, you know, try to wear them more, but for the most part, these are definitely like one of my favorite shoes in my collection right now. And I think it's gonna be there for a long time. So there's that. All right, number 5, we got another pair of 1s. You know 1s is always gonna be here. It's just 1s, you know what I'm saying? We got my Obsidian Winds. Again, a gift from my girlfriend. I think this was my graduation from college gift from her. It's always gonna be there. It was one of those pairs of 1s that I just thought was cold. Again, simple, not doing too much, but so effective with that light blue and that navy blue. Me personally, I think it's one of the cleanest designs in terms of Air Jordan 1s. But yeah, I definitely do wear these a lot more often. I mean, obviously you can tell it's been worn a couple times, but again, it's just 1s. Air Jordan 1s, like, no matter how many times you wear it, it just always looks better as it like depreciates. So for me, the Obsidian is just like one of the coldest colorways of all time. I'm just gonna be honest. And people are still fiending to get these. So just the fact that it still has that value to me is just like, speaks for itself. But definitely top 5 for sure. Number 4, we got a brand new one again. And no, I know I said earlier that I was gonna show you the dupes. These are not, none of the sneakers that I showed so far are dupes. These are all authentic. But number 4, I'm gonna go with the brand new one, the Georgetown 6s. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I have never worn these yet. I got these fairly recently, got it for Christmas of 2022. Obviously, when I wasn't recording for YouTube, but girlfriend bought it for me for Christmas. I seen them when it came out. I thought they were dope. I thought it was one of the cleanest, simplest shoes. And again, I'm not a big fan of 6s, like, which is kind of crazy that like this is probably one of my favorite shoes that I have now. But 6s were never like a big thing for me. But the Georgetown 6s is just, it's one of those shoes that's just like, bro, I think over time its value is gonna grow and grow even more, if it hasn't already. But for me, they are so clean and tough. Like, they just, you could wear them up, you could wear it down, you could wear it streetwear, you could wear it with like a business casual kind of look. Like, they're just, the versatility on these is like outstanding for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't see myself without them now. Like, I will never let these go, personally. Yeah, these are definitely like number 4. All right, at number 3, we're gonna have a dupe. Number 3 is a dupe. Again, listen, don't be judging me in the comments now, but if you do, I really don't care at this point, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm grown. I spend my money the way I want to spend it, right? Number 3, I'm gonna go with the off-white 1s, Jordan 1s. These to me are cold. I wanted these for a very long time, and obviously, you know, these are like extremely expensive. It's still on the market because these came out years ago. Rest in peace to Virgil. But these shoes came out a while ago, and I've been wearing them since day one, and I can never find myself spending that much bread. And so I got these as a dupe. To me, they're like close to the real thing. I noticed some imperfections on it, but for the most part, I've worn them like twice, 3 times now, and they feel great. They look good, you know what I'm saying? They feel almost like the real thing. And so obviously would I want the real thing? Yeah, but at the same time, like these to me are like cold. And it's just the fact that I have them in my hand, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that I could wear it the way I want to me just, it's like, it's almost as good as the real thing, if not better. So for me, it's like, I save my money and I use my money in other ways to take care of other things I gotta take care of, while also rocking what I wanna rock. So these are sick, dog. Like, these to me are like, these are, how good do they look though? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you notice? Let me try to get it in, but this is a dupe, I'm letting you know, but how good does it look though? To me, they look kind of good. Like, I don't know, but maybe they work. Number two, you've seen it before. This is not a dupe, this is an OG, but we got the Zebra Yeezy 350s, version 1. These to me are sick. I remember when they first came out and they restocked like 2-3 times and I still couldn't get them. So guess who got them for me? The beautiful, lovely girlfriend of mine, who is amazing, and she's so dope, by the way. She's not even a sneakerhead, and there's certain sneakers that like she went hard for to get for me. So like, I will forever appreciate her, like, no cap. Like she's amazing, though. I wear the Zebra Yeezys majority of the time if I'm not wearing the #1 sneaker I'm gonna show, but they're so comfortable. Like, I think Kanye and Adidas really did their thing, and it sucks that, you know, Kanye is like no longer part of the company, or I think they're like trying to push out the rest of their collection until it's over. But you know what I'm saying, like Kanye just revolutionized the game in terms of sneakers and comfortability. And even though they look like abstract and unusual, they're one of the best selling shoes of all time. So I gotta give my hats to Kanye West and Adidas for making the Yeezys, 350s especially, but super comfortable, one of the most comfortable shoes I have, and I think I'm gonna have them for a very long time. So, but number one, and again, I did say there's 2 dupes, so I already showed one, so obviously this one is the second dupe, but I personally do not care, because this shoe right here, and it's funny because I never said I would never get this shoe. When he first came out, I thought they were dead ugly. I choked and I got them, right, as a dupe. But we're gonna go with these, man. Again, another Yeezy. Well, not really Yeezy, but a Yeezy. These shoes right here. When I tell you, bro, when I'm running errands, when I'm going to the supermarket, if I'm stepping outside for a minute, if I'm doing whatever, like if I went to the airport and I'm traveling, bro, these are on more than likely with some socks, maybe some shorts, some sweats, call it a day. These are outside of the Yeezys, these are the most comfortable shoes that I have right now, and I wear them majority out of any sneaker that I showed in this video, plus the other sneakers that I have in my collection. Super comfortable. I don't know what the real thing is made out of, and I'm pretty sure this one might be the same, you know, texture or material, but boy oh boy, when I tell you, for a shoe to not be a sneaker and still be as effective, if not more effective than the sneakers that I'm wearing, that speaks volumes to me. And I don't know if they're gonna last that long because of the material. It kind of feels like maybe the next 5 years they're done. It kind of gives me like Crocs material, but for the most part, it's like, bro, Crocs, those, and my Yeezys are like the 3 shoes I'm wearing like the majority of the time. So if you see me outside, I'm probably wearing those 3. They speak volumes, dog. I'm not going front. Like, if I had the real thing, cool. And the real things are not that expensive either. I think they're like maybe $150, $200, but again, I'm not spending $200 on some plastic. Like, let's just be honest. So, but yeah, guys, that was my top 10. That's the 10 that's in my rotation right now. Obviously, it's subject to change, you know, in the coming months or even the next year. But for the most part, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments which shoe was your favorite. Which shoe should I take out? Which shoe do you have? Like, what would you change? What's your top 10? You know what I'm saying? I want to know all of it. So leave it in the comments down below. Thank you so much if you got this far. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel because content is coming out. We're pushing boundaries here. And yeah, y'all, I will see you on the next one. Have an amazing day. Yes, yeah, that's it. Peace.